Why Rooks Build High by Gwendoline Arter. Caw, 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 said the big black rooks high up in the elm trees. Nanny, why do the rooks always build their nests so high? Asked Jackie, watching from the nursery window. Come and sit by me and I will tell you, said Nanny. It was like this, she said. Long, long ago, when everything on the earth was young, the birds all built their nests on the ground. But as time went on, things began to grow older and bigger and wiser. Little trees said, if we grow taller, we shall be able to see much further. So they began to grow taller and taller. And the taller they grew, the stronger they became, for they got nearer and nearer to the sun, whose rays bring strength to all things. Each one tried to grow taller than his neighbor. Those who grew tallest also became the wisest, for the four winds whispered many things in their branches. Time passed, and the birds grew weary of their eggs being broken, and their nests destroyed by clumsy feet. The wise old rooks held a meeting, and they decided that they must look higher for a nesting place. For, they said, we must think of a way to prevent our babies from coming to harm. If they are not safe on the ground, we must go up above. The other birds soon followed their example. Even their mishaps troubled them, for they found that their babies still got lost. And as yet, they were not wise enough to know the reason for themselves. But the elm trees had learned many things from the north wind, and they whispered to the wise rooks. Come, they said, build your nests in the tips of our branches, and we will help to guard your young ones. So the rooks removed their nests from the smaller trees and rebuilt them in the topmost branches of the elm trees. You must build them loosely, said the elm trees, or they will blow to pieces in the winter. Next spring, the rooks' eggs were not stolen or broken, but instead they turned into dozens of little rook babies. That year, when the wise rooks held their meeting, the oldest wise rook asked their opinion of the new nesting place. Those who kindly agree flap a wing in the usual way, he said. And as everyone did agree that it was a splendid place, they all flapped a wing to show approval. Then from this day onwards, all young rooks shall be taught to build a shaggy nest in the topmost branches of the elm trees, said the oldest wise rook. And that is how it is that only very, very few fortunate people have ever seen a baby rook.